These are my top 10 wrestlers to play as in the great AKI wrestling game mods. Coming in at number 10, it's the Iceman, Dean Malenko. In both the Starrcade Edition and Starrcade 64, Malenko was one of my favorite pro wrestlers growing up as a WCW kid, and being able to do new moves, especially the top rope gutbuster, makes Malenko a ton of fun to play as. Coming in at number 9, I'm choosing the Nacho Man, Randy Savage in Legends Challenge 64. Now, Macho Man doesn't really have that much of an expanded moveset in this mod, but this game's texture mods look so crisp, so clean, and there are so many different attires for Macho Man that it is so much fun to step into the ring as this Hall of Famer. Coming in at number 8, I'm choosing Vader, my all-time favorite big man from WCW Saturday Night. Now, while this is basically the same exact Vader as Virtual Pro Wrestling 2 or Virtual Pro Wrestling, the thing I like about it is getting to have that dominant WCW run with him. One of the best runs in the company's history, a dominant world champion, a dominant big man, facing foes from Sting to Hulk Hogan to Ric Flair. That's why it's really fun to recreate some of that legacy. Choosing another one of my favorite big men, Brock Lesnar. I like playing as the Beast in both Violent Arts and the WrestlePalooza mod. All of these mods have an updated moveset where you can take your opponents to Suplex City with ease and deliver an F5 that looks so good it put 2K game series to shame. Coming in at number 6, it's Rhino from ECW Born to Be Wired. The man-beast Rhino is a blast to play as. Hitting the gore has never been so much fun. Hitting a middle rope pile driver through a table has never been so much fun. Rhino's moveset is expansive. It makes him feel like the dominant ECW champion that he was. And in what is now my favorite wrestling game, is one of my favorite people to play as. Next up, we have Jalen Brunson in Project Outsider. Now look, I think you all know that Lucha Joe is a little bit biased, a massive Knicks fan, still riding high from the Knicks 2026 championship win. I created Jalen Brunson in Project Outsider Extreme just because a game with so many quirky characters, he seemed the best fit there, but I love being able to play as New York's hero, Mr. Clutch. Coming in at number 4, it's Adam Hangman Page in the Great Double or Nothing mod. Hangman has long been considered one of the main characters of AEW, at least in Lucha Joe's eyes, and this mod fittingly lets you feel like you can do some real cool cowboy shit. From the buckshot lariat to the deadeye to everything in between, Hangman has cemented himself as one of AEW's Mount Rushmore top players, so getting to play as him is such a joy. Coming in at number 3, it's the man, Bill Goldberg, in the Starrcade edition of WCW NWO Revenge. Now, while this probably doesn't seem that much different from the regular Revenge, this edition does have some new moves for Goldberg, including a very cool looking military press spinebuster that he utilized so often both in WCW and in WWE. He's one of the most dominant pro wrestlers of all time in kayfabe, and getting to play as the most complete version of him is just so much dang fun. Coming in at number 2, Lucha Joe's all-time favorite wrestler, Mr. Cero Miedo himself, Penta. I like playing as Penta in both the Lucha Underground mod and the WrestlePalooza mod, where he has such a vast, wide set of moves, from Mexican Destroyers to his famed arm breaker when he was collecting bones in LU. Lucha Joe's all-time favorite wrestler, such a fun guy who I've met several times and has been nothing but sweet. A role model for kids, he checks all the boxes, he's a draw, he's over, and he is the best. Coming in at number 1, Born to Be Wired takes the top spot again, playing as Sabu. Yes, the homicidal maniac is easily the most fun modded pro wrestler I have ever played as. So many cool, varied maneuvers between the top rope Arabian facebuster, a springboard tornado DDT, using the chair in so many different ways. Playing as Sabu in ECW Born to Be Wired is literally the peak of pro wrestling gaming in my eyes. Have to give a huge shout out to the modders of all these great games. From Parts Unknown, GM Spectre, the great Wallywood team and the team at Be A Man Productions, Sark, and all the other modders who I could have forgotten. Your work keeps this community alive and keeps Lucha Joe living, so thank you.